I was just picking up some Tesla stock. So why is Tesla stock tanking so much today? Multiple reasons why. One reason why it is not. It is not due to the market. You can see that the market is basically not doing much. And specifically, EV automakers, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Some up, some down. So definitely not the market today. First, the deliveries were a bit light in China, specifically insured units in China. You can see this is the previous week was almost 13,000 units. And now the latest data is showing us only 10,254, quite a bit less. All of this, of course, feeds into discussion that Tesla has a demand problem in China, which Tesla has been rumored to suspend output at China factory in December. Troy, however, said that his opinion is Tesla is upgrading production lines probably because of the new hardware. There is still so much room to improve for Tesla in China. Model 3 is not getting any castings. It's not getting the front or the rear casting. The Model Y in China is only getting the rear giga casting. So if at current prices there is a weakening signal of demand, then this would be the perfect time to cut the costs and therefore cut the prices of Tesla vehicles without sacrificing margins. But likely, this has a lot more to do with today's Tesla stock price. Elon here replied to a tweet, which I will show you in a moment, which you will probably not like if you want your Tesla stock to keep going up long term without too much volatility. Interesting. Suggest that maybe we might still have an itsy bitsy bot problem on Twitter. This is in reply to this Twitter thread. Hot off the press. A Twitter first press release. A majority of Americans want Elon Musk to stay on as Twitter CEO. Finds HarrisX overnight poll. 53% say Musk should stay on as CEO of Twitter in statistically relevant findings of 1,028 respondents. Well, at first glance, it wouldn't seem statistically significant when you compare 1,000 votes compared to millions of votes, but let's see what we have to say here. HarrisX survey was run from December 18th to December 19th, 2022, among 1,000 people, 18-year-old, well, over 18-year-old adults, obviously. The margin of error is plus or minus 3%, and the results were weighted by gender, age, race, ethnicity, income, and education where necessary to align them with their actual proportions in the population. This is good. There is always going to be a flaw if someone runs a poll on Twitter. I saw Snoop Dogg running a poll. Should I run Twitter? Asks Snoop Dogg. Most people voted yes. This poll obviously is going to be extremely biased because the people that are voting are big fans of Snoop Dogg. And Elon's poll is also going to be somewhat biased because a lot of people that voted are Tesla stock investors, and most Tesla stock investors, it would seem to me, want Elon to focus more on Tesla. Most Tesla stock investors think that Elon can run Twitter just fine, keep it alive, revolutionize it, make the world a better place, but he can do it behind the scenes while primarily focusing on Tesla. The findings of our study debunk the results of Elon Musk Twitter poll on whether he should step down as CEO and provide a representative, statistically relevant perspective of what Americans think of his leadership. It's close, but a slight majority would like Elon Musk to remain on as head of Twitter. Elon Musk finds strong support for his role as Twitter CEO among educated respondents 4 years of college or more, which is 62%. Men, 62%, and 35 to 49-year-olds, 62%. The poll was run independently of Twitter or any Elon Musk related organizations and is for public release. Full data out shortly. This part is, of course, a lot of self-promotion. And right here they are saying that full poll data to be released tonight. How convenient. Why not release it immediately? Now, to be fair, this was all yesterday, so they already released all of the data. There's nothing really in there. I just checked it. But interestingly, among those who say they use Twitter, 61% said stay on, 39% said step down. And my first question was, how many Twitter users did you have in your poll? Was it like 10 people? Well, it turns out there were 429 people out of 1,028. So a pretty decent amount. However, one obvious thing is the poll was worldwide. It was not just Americans voting. This survey had only Americans. But the problem is Elon is unfortunately not helping his credibility with those that did not like him in the first place because he set up the election. He could have done it any way he wanted. And he also said, I will abide by the results of this poll. It is also seriously not helping when Elon replies to this tweet. So you're saying Elon Musk is actively searching for a new CEO for Twitter, sources told David Faber. Faber said that Elon's search for a new CEO has been ongoing and began before the Twitter poll was made. I think there's nothing wrong in that. I don't see any problem in that. However, when the poll has already ended and when Elon replies laughing to the story, that raises questions. Does this mean he's not looking for a CEO? Does this mean that he was not looking for a CEO before this Twitter poll? What does this mean exactly? The market is seemingly interpreting this as an indication to sell more Tesla stock. It is also really not helping Elon that Elon is saying that Tesla stock, well, implying that Tesla stock is down because strictly of the macroeconomic reasons. And looking at the numbers, it is hard to see how that actually is true. But let me try, regardless, to assume that Elon is right for a moment here. Now, this is Tesla stock compared to NASDAQ. Obviously, Tesla stock went down, straight down after the Twitter deal closed, and NASDAQ, which is the market, did not. If you look at the data of other EV automakers, if you look at Rivian, it is down 37-ish% roughly. Twitter deal closed on October 27th. Let's just do rough numbers here. So Lucid also down 48%. So not just Tesla. However, are these really Tesla's competitors? I don't think so. Not at all. BYD is probably Tesla's #1 competitor. And BYD is up during the same period. And maybe there's just one company in China that is doing better, right? Well, how about XPeng? XPeng during the same period roughly is up almost 50%. And then how about, let's say, NIO, another Chinese automaker, is also up 14, almost 15%. To be completely fair, however, it is much easier to go up 10% or so, or even a lot more, once you are down a lot. Like 85-ish% almost. But I would only consider BYD as the only more serious competitor here. And BYD is up. Unless Elon U-turns and does not step down as Twitter's CEO, it seems that all of the bad news already would be priced in. Elon cannot sell any more Tesla stock until the earnings are announced, so that's until end of January, which means also that he could sell more Tesla stock after then, but not before then. And the delivery consensus for the number of vehicles delivered in the fourth quarter seems to be definitely achievable, and we'll see if indeed Elon picks a CEO. That's going to be quite a catalyst if that does happen, right? And of course, Tesla's price to earnings ratio is now at the record low, which is a good thing if you are buying more, which I am. You can see here that the predictions for earnings are staying relatively flat, slightly downwards, but the price of Tesla stock is just tanking hard. For me, this is a buying opportunity of a lifetime. I expect a lot of noise and a lot of infighting between everyone because everything is down, especially if we have a bad recession in the market in general. Everyone is going to be mad. So this is going to separate real long-term bulls from those that are going to get scared. Well, back in August, I did tell my brother to sell Tesla now or years later because I thought most likely actually it will drop further. And then when Elon Musk acquired Twitter, I thought that would be get ready for extreme volatility. Yeah, so we are seeing that playing out exactly. And while it may seem tempting to trade, just remember, 99% of actively managed US equity funds underperform. And these are 48 reasons why I only own Tesla stock in my stock portfolio. My name is Matt Postis. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.